So I've woken up this morning after watching a lot of non-duality videos last night, and it's making more and more sense, if that's a thing. I'm seeing more and more common denominators in the experiences being had by, like, there's Tony Parsons or something, and what's his name? Bill Newman. And I guess this is like, I know there's no before, after. So I had this experience once where I was like standing in the kitchen and I felt like the past was just whispering in my ear and the future was whispering in my other ear. So like, they're both stories. It's just a story. And then last night, one of the people were asking about something on I think it's the Bill Newman or whatever his name is. And it was a realization that everything we even claim to know about the brain is a story. I mean, you can cut the body open and see the brain, but everything else is a story. And so we have grown up piling all of these stories on top of each other. And that's how we see the world, because the way I see the world from my compilation of stories would be different to the way you see the world with your compilation of stories. And like, going through the loss of all beliefs and all identity, there's like, it's like all the stories. And so it's like you're at the point where I was calling it autopilot, because you realize you're not actually doing any of it. And I had the realization that there was no free will, like, was it earlier this year after the Kundalini awakening? And I was like, it's like we're in a movie, but we're the main character, right? And everybody else is programmed to show us things. That's the first concept I thought. And I think I even made a video about that. And then I was like, oh, I got upgraded to writer because I thought that I was controlling it. But it's just another concept that, like, I was, hang on, I'll finish that story. And then now I'm like, and then it went to like, well, no, you're watching the movie. And now it's even like you hear the concept of you're the screen that the movie's playing on. But now the beliefs of even time existing is fleeting, because, well, how do I know it's existing? I mean, we, or I, or whatever, the world could be showing itself as if it's progressing. Like, I could be feeling like I'm looking older, but it could just be because I believe that's what's happening. I don't know. But like, I just went to make a coffee and I'm on autopilot. It's just autopilot. And like, if you think about when you're driving and you drive somewhere and you realize you haven't been paying attention the whole time, and then everyone's like, oh yeah, but you know, it's like riding a bike. Can we just break that down for a second. Being in the middle of traffic with other cars at a high speed is just like riding a bike. You don't have to pay attention. Really? Does that not seem weird? And like I had this, I don't know if I posted about it, but I had this experience where I spun out in the car, did like 360 on the highway a few times. And I think that was a really, the experience was like, it was like, I'm not in control. I'm not in control of any of it. It is just happening. It's like the concept of the fact that you're in control is just a concept, and the fact that you're even, oh, the fact that any of this is even anything. Because like I've been looking at the sky lately and going, did the sky always look like that? Because it's phenomenal and it's like magic. It's like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And I mean, people try to make sense of it, but it's just fucking stories, isn't it? Everything's a story. Everything.